Welcome back to Completing Football Manager 2024. This is Latvia, I am Anders, and this is our 10th nation in the save. If you enjoy this video, if you enjoy the series, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We are trying to complete Football Manager 2024, and as I said, we are just about to join Riga FC in Latvia. They're going to give us a 2-year contract. We've had to wait a whole year near enough, 11 months, since we left Shelbourne in Ireland. I'm gutted that we didn't hang around and finish off the Europa League phase, but we'll cover that at some point in the future. But welcome to Riga FC. Welcome to me as well. Their media prediction is first, but they are currently 5th in the league, which is why they've sacked their manager. We'll cover the squad in a second and everything like that. We don't care about meeting the press. We'll meet the backroom staff every month. But there we go, Riga FC, finally, after a year on the sidelines. It was the 11th of November, it's now the 9th of October. That's a long old wait. It's been a lot of hitting the spacebar and going forward. 57 now I am, just to let you know. It's 2047. It's a long old career. Check out all the other videos in the series to do so, to see how we've got on. Obviously, we've won all the leagues we've been in, because that's the point of the save. We're joining here with not many games left in the season. Riga are 5th. They are 9 points behind 4th place, which I think means they can just finish 4th. They can just finish 4th and 3rd, technically, on paper, but they aren't going to. So that's not. We're not going to play European football next season, essentially. That's what it boils down to. That's probably why they sacked their manager. They've been in a bit of a poor run, generally, all season. Out of the Cup. Out of Europe as well, by the looks of things. I don't think they're in Europe this season. Yeah, there we go. They lost to Vorskla of Ukraine. So there we go. That's them out of the proceedings. So we've just got the league to focus on. Not many games left. Matthias Baumanis is our best player, goalkeeper. You can see here the wage is quite a lot. £163,000. I think some of the other clubs, like, for example, Alberts, who we face soon, have got a wage of £30,000 a week. So quite a lot of players making a lot of money. Let's see what they look like. The squad itself, at first glance, doesn't look bad. So what are they doing to finishing 5th in the league? We're going to turn things around, hopefully very quickly. I'm not really sure of the registration rules, but there's a few players who aren't registered. So why are they even here? What are we doing? A few homegrown players as well. Basically, the squad needs a bit of a refresh, and we'll turn around. We've got plenty of money at our disposal. 7 million in the transfer budget. Not much in the wage budget, but we'll see how we get on. Turn things around. This guy is... Oh, no. There we go. This guy is our best player, as outfield player at least. Edwin Peralto. He was at St. Pat's. Look at that. Follows you around, doesn't it? But there we go. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. Obviously, I think we faced Riga when we were at Shelbourne. And when we were at Valor, we faced Shelbourne. So, you know, strange how that happens. Anyway, we'll have a look through the squad. We'll do a bit of the end of season. We'll basically we'll just go to the beginning of the season preview for 2048 because there's only 4 games left. So it's a bit silly playing those 4 games, recapping the season, and then doing pre-season. So we'll do that big jump in one. We'll basically get to the beginning of March and have a look at how we're going to fare in our first full season in Latvia. But as I said, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out all the other videos in the series. This is nation number 10. We're getting there eventually. There's only 54 in total. Might finish it by 2050. You know, not in game. We won't finish it by 2050 in game. That's for sure. Right, let's play the last 4 games, do pre-season, and see how our chances are for winning in Latvia and completing Football Manager 2024. Okay, so we did the last bit of last season and through pre-season, and here we are, ready to go. Riga, first full season. Now, the important thing to note is, obviously, when we joined, we had 4 games left, and we won all 4 of them. Beat RFS, Valmiera, Alberts, and Auda. That left the league table, if we can quickly look, looking like this. We ended up finishing 5th after those 4 victories. I mean, it's kind of, we couldn't have got any better. That's fine. We beat the top 3, though, of the season, and then Alberts is what we got relegated. That's not the point. So we beat the top 3 teams in our first 4 games. This is going to be relatively straightforward, I think. Looking at the transfers over pre-season, and we've done quite a few. First guy came in on a free at the very end of last season, Josef Kovacs. Veteran defender, right back, plays centre back as well. Brought in basically to strengthen our right back position and provide a bit of, strength in defence. Then we've spent a bit of money. We've spent 1.8 million, which is just ridiculous. At first, it wasn't that much, but it's £40,000 for a Latvian Dembal Gomis from LATVIA. Again, defensive strength needed. This guy's a left back. Not the best left back we've got in the squad, though. He can also provide cover at centre back, so he's going to provide plenty of cover. Then we got another striker in, Latvian Mikael. He doesn't sound very Latvian, was born in Brazil, but he's Latvian. That's all that matters. Homegrown, national striker. Not the best strike we bought, but definitely the most expensive. Nearly £1 million spent on him, going up to potentially 875,000. He was from LATVIA as well, and then we continued buying Latvian players because we needed to basically increase the number of Latvians we had in our squad. Vitalij Radovics, another defender, bought in because we need more defenders. Again, not the best defender we've got, but he is good and Latvian. He cost us 150,000 potentially from Valmiera. Then we got this guy sold. We sold him for 3 million, I think. Gabriel Agbaji, which looks very, very cheap now. He's gone to PSG, but he's now worth 20 plus million. We got him back on loan for the season, so that's the important thing. I'm only planning to be here for a season, so there we go. We've not got rid of him. Well, we have got rid of him, but he's coming back. 3 million out, back on loan. That's okay. Then actual good defender, Mario Preciado, Ecuadorian centre-back for free, I believe. Formerly at some Barcelona club in Ecuador that's not real Barcelona. But anyway, he's really good. Best defender in the squad. Good basically everywhere. For the level, obviously. Got to remember that. Robert Fosdal, Swedish striker. This is the best striker I've signed. He is definitely going to be up there. Mikael actually is really good, but he's going to be really good as well. Finishing of 17. He's hopefully going to get an absolute bucket load of goals for us and keep us in the title hunt. Then we spent £800,000 on Mario Arno, Spanish guy from Nastic, left midfielder, strengthens the left side of the pitch. It was one of our weaker areas. He's a little bit better than John Mofokeng, but he's very good. So £800,000 on him. Pretty young as well. And then we've got Stephen McLean, 29-year-old Scottish defensive midfielder. He joins us from Wraith Rovers, heading over to Latvia for some reason, because why not? He's there. He's good. We also got rid of, obviously, as I mentioned, Agbaji for 3 million. Edwin Peralto, he's gone for 500k. He was one of the strikers we had in. Obviously, we've replaced him, double replaced him. And then a few others have gone as well for a little bit less money. Gervais Dargo was quite good. He's gone. He's a centre-back. We basically just needed to free up some space in the squad because you need a certain number of Latvian players in your register squad and actual overall squad. Anyway, we got to the point where this is the squad we've got going into the season. Matis Baumanis is still our best player on paper. He is wanted, though, by some foreign clubs. Who's that? Qatari Al Arabi is the team who are currently the club wanting him. I think he's been wanted by some Saudi Arabian clubs as well, so he could potentially be leaving. But hopefully we can hang on to him for the whole season, because I don't want to replacing our goalkeeper midway through the year. Fosdal is up there. Preciado is up there. This guy, Savitsky, Russian-Norwegian guy, he's our best midfielder who was actually at the club as well. And then you can see the rest. I'm not going to read them all out. We've got this guy out on loan as well because we just had a lot of options of players for striking positions, and he was, the one who we decided to get rid of. He's on the transfer list for 4 million. He's not going to get anywhere near that, but he's currently on loan at Wolfsberger. They've got a buyout clause that won't activate, but anyway, he's going. That's the position we're in. Right, competitions-wise, no European football to worry about. No distractions, just the Versliga and the Latvian Cup. Season preview suggests we are going to be right up there in the hunt with RFS. We've already proved that we can beat RFS, Auda, Valmiera. We can beat everyone. We've beaten them with no changes to the squad whatsoever. I've now spent £2 million and improved the squad and got it better. We are essentially, I think we're favourites. If we don't win the league, I've made a mistake at some point in the next, 8 months. But there we go. I'm confident we're going to win the league in one shot here in Latvia. This squad is pretty good for the level, obviously. And Baumanis is a really good goalkeeper to have between the sticks. And he's Latvian as well, which is always helpful. But there we go. We're going to win the Latvian League. We'll jump to halfway point now of the season, and we'll show you how dominant we can be. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Let's go. Let's go. We are halfway through the season, and Riga are top by 4 points from RFS. We have played really, really good so far. Look, one defeat, 4 draws, 13 victories on the board. We are, caveat that one defeat not too long ago against BFC, we're doing well. We're doing super, super well. We're well on track. So BFC beat us here at the end of May. But other than that, we've barely dropped anything. April was a little bit sluggish. 4 draws. I mean, we started the season out with a 4-0 victory. I mean, just look. 4 goals on the opening day of the season is... Okay, it's against Specs, who are admittedly not that good. But penalty to start things off. Lovely. Cisse from the spot. Brilliant. I'm not even going to bother getting to know the players at this point. I'm literally going to be here for a season, if that. Mauricio got the first goal. He was in the squad already, so we didn't really need to get all of these great strikers that we did get. But here's a new signing. Arno involved in this one, cuts it back inside. Shot deflected. McLean, 29-year-old Scottish centre-back, getting on the score sheet, and then we rounded out a 4-0 victory on the opening day. I think it was Mauricio once again getting on this one. Fostal provider, Mauricio slotted it home. Excellent stuff. That was just the start of things. We continued victory after victory. We got a 2-2 draw with RFS here, and then here again we beat them. Mauricio getting both goals. Agbaji missing an early penalty as well. He's the guy who we've sold for 3 million to PSG and got back on loan. He's not going to feature in this because he missed the penalty, but both goals here from Mauricio. But he's not even been... I think it's a bit hard to say who's been our best striker because he's been involved in the 2 clips I've shown you. He's got 4 goals, so that's probably quite good. Agbaji with a provider here. Again, Mauricio, poacher's sort of finish on there. You can see here, Mikhail's got quite a few goals. In fact, I might as well look at top goal scorers here. Mikhail's got 10. Mauricio's got 9. Fostal's got 6. We've been deploying Mauricio and Fostal on the wings a little bit more than we probably would have expected. Cisse, we've got so many options going forward, and it's kind of obvious that that's the trick here in Latvia because we're just dominating. We really are dominating. 35 goals scored, 8 conceded, 43 points from 18. At this rate, we will be champions quite convincingly. RFS and BFC are providing a tough challenge, trying to keep up with us. They've only dropped 1 game from RFS, and that was against us, and 2 for BFC, and we haven't even beaten them yet this season, so that goes to show how good a season they're having. We've drawn and lost to them, but they're only 5 points back. It's not all over yet, is what I'm suggesting, even though it looks like it might be. No one else is going to be anywhere near us. LATVIA, or LATVIA, or however you pronounce that, are 4th. They've got 26 points. They ain't catching us. They ain't catching BFC. They ain't catching RFS. That is where the title's going to be down to those 3 teams. Speaking of, well, not really speaking, looking at transfers, Baumanis has had a couple of offers come in. We're trying to make it either get a bit more money or keep it to the end of the season. Don't want to sell him for $1 million, that's for sure. Gomez has had a few offers made, and he is off to Aris in Greece for, what was that, £1.2 million, which is not bad. He was on loan. I mean, I would have preferred more than 1.2 million, but that's happening anyway. And then anything else, I don't think we're not even had a transfer window yet. I don't think anyone happened here. So Gomez, who we brought in at the beginning of the season from LATVIA, he hasn't really featured. So he's gone on a loan to Auda mid-season as well. So it's kind of a bit of a waste of a transfer. We kind of got better players in as well and didn't really need him for the homegrown sort of tick box. So he's gone on loan again after two appearances. So he's just playing for 3 clubs in this division. But anyway, apparently Brazilian strikers who nationalised to Latvian strikers do really well in Latvia. They've got 19 goals between them. We'll see how that goes in the second half of the season. Cup, we are into the 4th round. Have we actually played in a cup game? I think we've played one. No, we've not even played a cup game yet. We've got a non-league side in the 4th round of the cup. That's in July. I don't really care. I mean, maybe we'll get the double. I'm just focused on winning the league as quickly as possible. We've got Tukums 2000 back-to-back there in August. That'll be fun. I think they're bottom. So, no, they're 9th. We can beat them quite easily. Yeah, the run-in, as we get to the end of the season, RFS, BFC, and then Valmiera are kind of a tough run-in. Well, the first two definitely will be. But hopefully we'll have won the league by that point, so it won't matter. And we can get out of Latvia as quickly as we got here. I'm hoping to just do literally a year and be gone. Squad-wise, I'm happy. I'm not looking to make any changes over the summer. Unless we have to sell a goalkeeper and have to bring someone in. That will be the only change I will look to make if it happens. But there we go. Finance-wise, loads of money. Not needing Europe. We've got 2 million in the bank. Next season, obviously, we'll be in Europe, so get some more money in. So there's no issues there. They had blooming heck. They had 17 million in the bank at one point. Wow. Anyway, right. Second half of the season is going to be, hopefully, our crowning moment in Latvia, and we can make this one a quick one and start ticking more nations off the list on completing Football Manager. Not just on Football Manager, completing Football Manager. Right, second half of the season. Let's go. Oh, I love it when you join a club that are already half decent, spend 2 million and do the double. We've been here 13 months at Riga. We've won 2 trophies. We've only lost 2 games as well, but we've completed Latvia and in style. Look at that. A 12-point gap at the top. 22 back to RFS in third. We have pretty much dominated the whole league. Auda were the only other team to beat us in the second half of the season. Again, 4 draws. 1 defeat in 2 halves, so, pretty even. No big upswings in form or anything like that. Just consistent domination across the whole season. If we look at the cup final, it was against BFC, who we then had to face in the league, and this was it. We went behind in the first half. Have I clicked? Yes, I have clicked watch goals. It was a very tight affair. We went behind in the first half. Both teams were playing in a very, very similar kit. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Don't adjust your TV or your phone or whatever device you're watching this on. Both teams are playing in white. Confuses me as well. Not sure why, but I think BFC are basically set up to be blue for some reason. I don't know. There we go. Anyway, we equalised. Mikhail equalising in the second half. I probably should talk about the goals you're seeing on screen. Then a corner. Agbaji, our loanee from PSG, after we sold him to him, whipped it in. Radovics got the header, and that was it. 2-1 in the cup final. Then we beat them in the league 2-0. And that's, I think... No, that was that victory to clean? I can't remember if we won on that day or if we'd already won by drawing 0-0 with RFS. I think it might have been the former. Anyway, we won quite convincingly, dominated the league. As mentioned, those 2 Tukums games didn't actually happen back to back. One of them was postponed. But won 5-1. 3-0 victory on the final day of the season. Really convincing. Absolutely dominant. Mikhail came into his own in the second half. I think he got 16 goals in the second half, whereas Mauricio only got 6. Fostal also got 13 goals in total. Those 3 really did bang them home. Cisse also got 9 as well. He's another striker. And just generally speaking, across the season, Mikhail was a really, really good signing. I think he cost us just under £1 million and was worth every penny. Traore also up there, really good performance when he turned up, when he was given the opportunity rather, but given the massive strength of depth around him, he didn't really get that many opportunities. And you can see by the list, by the positions up here, it's all going forward where we were super, super strong. But we did have this goalkeeper here, 7.07 in 34 appearances. That's not a bad shout for a goalkeeper. And he's not gone yet, but he's exploring his options because I won't sell him to random Middle Eastern clubs. But that doesn't matter now because we are leaving. So, excellent. We've done it. We've basically been in here for 13 months in Latvia, done the job, took 2 trophies, and completed it. If we look at the history, you can see here, 44 games played, 34 wins, 8 draws, 2 losses, 401 days in charge. That's the kind of stint you want when you're trying to complete every nation on Football Manager. 77% win percentage. Excellent. That's what we need. Right. We want to look at available jobs and filter for jobs we actually want. So club manager roles. And then Australia, Canada, South Africa. Cavalry FC in the Canadian Premier League. Ooh, media prediction first. Potential. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Canada looks scary. I'm not going to look at that. That looks like a potential, though. If their media prediction is first and they're looking for a manager, season looks like it's finished. So that could be one. Regardless, let's manager resign. Time to leave Riga. Unfortunately, it's literally 13 months. But, you know, the whole point is to come in and win. So that's what we've done. Excellent. Done. Job's done. Let's just apply for this cavalry role as well. That's what we're here. Apply, because, you know, that looks like potential. Obviously, the next batch of nations we need to look at is Canada, South Africa, and Australia. We're out of batch number 2 into the Commonwealth batch. I don't know why I'm saying batch so often, but that potentially Canada is up next. So you'll see when we do the next video that Canada might be up next. Either that or we're off to South Africa or Australia. Canada looks like it's got some strange system. Australia definitely has a strange system. I think South Africa's pretty normal. Quote, normal, anyway. We'll see. But thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this quick stop in Latvia. 13 months in game. Excellent. Turned around. 2 losses. 2 trophies. League title, cup, double. Wonderful. Let's go to the next nation. Here on Completing Football Manager, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out some more videos. See you on the next one.